Check about someone.
It's not really healthy living though, right?
Yeah. That's great healthy living. Okay, it probably already started. It did.
Nope, it says live.
Okay.
And what is that over there?
Me taping you.
Oh, double taping.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Does that help? Do you want it over here?
Hey, ladies, it's Coach Law. And I know we're kind of doing this haphazard, but this is gonna be my first webinar, and we're gonna get the bugs out. So the next time I do this, we're gonna do this right, okay? But I have a special guest here. This is my upline, and she's one of my new BFFs for real, for real. This is an amazing woman of God, and I'm loving her to pieces. This is my upline coach, Miss Tiffany. This is Coach Tiffany, y'all. So let's say hi, Miss Tiffany.
Nice to see you all.
So, ladies, Miss Tiffany is going to help me with my first online presentation. So I just, can get a feel for it and get my feet wet. And all of you that are watching now, I'm going to be getting in touch with you after this presentation, not tonight, but, in a day or two, because I want you to give me 3 referrals. So I want you to think about, they're there. So I want you to think about who might be interested, whether it's skincare, makeup, nutrition, and just give me 3 names, somebody that will just give me 20 minutes of their time, whether I can talk to them online, on the phone, or in person. Either way, it doesn't matter. What's ever comfortable for them, Coach Law is real flexible with that. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my new BFF, Miss Tiffany, and she's going to give us the 411 and the 911 on the good 11.
So, hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us. This is so fun. I have to tell you, this is only about my 2nd or 3rd live, Facebook Live. So, breathe through.
Woosah.
Yeah.
We got this.
We got this. So what I want to tell you is tonight we're going to talk about Arbonne. And Arbonne's a company that likes to transform lives through pure, safe, scientifically tested products. And we do it also to enhance our businesses. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about why I chose Arbonne. And then I'm going to let Ms. Coach Lala here tell you guys why she chose Arbonne for her business, because she's already obviously in the health and wellness industry. So to start out, I was in, I should have turned that off. Sorry about that, everybody. So to start off, I actually started in just the regular corporate world doing advertising and marketing. That's all I did for the last 25 years. It was brutal, absolutely brutal. 25 years of 100 plus hours a week, and it's painful. You could leave at 5 in the morning, get home at 11 o'clock at night. I was unhealthy, didn't feel good, all that sort of stuff. So I started looking for something else to do about 10 years ago. And in looking for something to do, I decided to be a personal trainer. So I got certified as a personal trainer, started going out and training people, then realized that I was still trading a lot of hours of time for money. And frankly, it was taking kind of the joy out of my exercising for myself, which that's why we have the beauty of people like Coach Law here that actually loves to continue working in that world. So in addition to that, I got very obsessed with nutrition. I focused on what was good, what wasn't good, what types of foods are hard on us, what's allergens, things like that. And what helps us basically operate optimally. And I didn't believe in supplements, if you can believe that. That's why it's really quite ironic that this is what I do now. So my goal nowadays, I got introduced to Arbonne on the skincare side of the world. It's healthy, it's clean, it doesn't mess with you, and I will talk a little more about that. But then I realized that the nutrition products are even better than some of the actual foods that we're putting in our mouths. And we'll start to kind of talk about that. Then I learned that there's a business attached to it. So my passion for being healthy and helping other people be healthy, this created this great avenue to do that, because they've already put it all together for us. So it'll be super fun to kind of go through that. And it's also super fun from my perspective, and Coach, in a minute, what type of business you can actually create with this, and it enhances a business like hers. It is my only business at this point. I gave up the advertising world. So I'll let you kind of take it away for a minute, kind of like why you became intrigued with Arbonne to support your business.
I had attended a meeting over at my sister's, and she was going through her orientation with Coach Tiffany, and she let me, kind of like party crash, so to speak, because she felt like it would, be a good business venture for me. So I went and I listened, and it turned out to be more than just an orientation for my sister. It actually turned out to be, a launch, so to speak, or a presentation. And what I learned was intriguing because I have an animal that he's my personal service animal, and I love him with all of my heart. But he has allergies that are just so horrendous. Food allergies, he can hardly eat anything. Skin allergies, you can't hardly pet him or touch him unless you just washed your hands and rinsed them thoroughly or whatever. He just looks like just this bald-headed, just old man, And so I don't know what led me. It just had to be the Spirit of the Lord. Just had to lead me, knowing what I knew just from feeling her energy. I knew she was, a woman of faith. And so I asked her how, safe were they, because I know some people use like baby shampoos and stuff for their animals. I can't do that for mine. That don't work for him. When she told me that I could use the shampoo and conditioner on my dog, and it would actually help start his coat to growing back and plug his hair follicles, I didn't need to hear nothing else. I hadn't even sampled nothing. I didn't. I just jumped in. I did. I just jumped in. I haven't even bought the stuff for the dog yet. I bought nutrition because y'all know that's Coach Law. That's my thing. So in saying all that, the nutrition side is just as beneficial to my family as the health. I mean, as the beauty products and the skincare will be, because my William has diabetes, and I've been really fighting with him to try and get it under control. So after I bought my package, this is going to be my main why now. Okay, it wasn't then, because I was still skeptical because of previous products that I've tried for him that did just the opposite for him and for me, and we were gaining weight on these products. So I took him back to the doctor, to the VA, and me and his doctor and his nurse, we like this. They like me because I stay on him. But all of his tests that came back were better than the last time. Every last one of them. And the doctor was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "It's her. I gotta give the little woman the props, because if it wasn't for her, I'd still be a hot mess." He's lost weight. He's got energy. He's a little more focused. He's still scatterbrained, and I guess that's just all men. But I noticed a considerable improvement in his vitality today is what, the 10th? In the 13, 14 days, he's been doing the shakes, taking the preparing endurance for his energy, and the fit sticks. He gets them both every day. He's a totally different person. I believe in it. It's a great product. It has not triggered any of his allergies, any of that. And he feels a lot better, and he looks great. So I believe in it. I'm going to stick with it. It's going to enhance my coaching business. So why would I give it up? If you need a good quality product, you don't want a bunch of crap, you're trying to live holistically, this is the way you want to go, because it's the bomb. It's pure, it's natural, there's no crap in it, and the shakes, they really taste good. They taste like cake. She ain't lying. They taste like cake. It took me all day to drink one shake, and I can usually down a good 16 ounces easy, even with my gastric sleeve. So go figure. It keeps me full. I am melting. My appetite is gone on Arbonne. It's gone. I never thought I'd find anything that would stop me from grazing and snacking and binging, and I haven't in 2 weeks. That's Arbonne. It's
That's
the
so
bomb.
awesome. I hadn't even heard that part.
I know, I was saving it.
So awesome. It just makes me so happy.
I was saving it.
That's some of the stuff that I love. Like, I haven't known her for very long, but I've known her long enough to adore her, one of the new BFFs, and she's getting all this benefit. So I actually have goosebumps because I'm like, oh, like that one thing. And I knew she was skeptical when I first met her. She was pretty clear about it, you know, and it turns out that I was right.
Yeah, she was right. And it's
beautiful.
It's not often that I can say that, but she was right because the products, they're really good. I even used the sample that she gave me for the skincare. You guys have to excuse me. My back is hurting so bad. I can't seem to get comfortable. But I used the sample that she gave me, and I should have brought one in here. Actually, I got one.
I was going to say, I don't have any of those samples. But they're... Oh, perfect.
I used this sample, and I could tell in 2 days that my skin was tighter, it was firmer, and my complexion was a little bit lighter in 2 days. I am not kidding. In 2 days, I loved it. My skin felt so good with this. So I believe that if you do it and you stay diligent, you'll see a benefit. You have to, because anything that's pure, that doesn't have a bunch of stuff in it that's going to give you cancer, that's going to make you sick, you know, have you running, you know, to the doctor back and forth still, it's not worth it. You know, if you're taking a product and you still taking 15, 16 medications a day, the product's not working for you. I'm sorry. It's just not. You need to do something else. So yeah, it's time to do something else, ladies. So let's check this out. So if you have any questions, feel free to post your questions right here on the page, and we can get your questions asked right now. So let me see who we got. Miss Rodnette, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Miss Robinette, I have been coaching her, for probably about 3 years now.
Okay.
She actually belonged to another coach through Beachbody because I still do buy their workouts because I love their workout, their exercise programs.
I actually
so I'm still a discount coach, but I just stay for the discount because I love their workouts, and it's worth it to get the discount for the workouts because they're very expensive.
She's still here.
Okay. So, Miss Robinette, I had been telling that I really believe that she could benefit from the protein shakes as well as the fizz sticks.
Okay. To
give her some energies, a little bit more get up and go. She suffers a lot with the depression and just, you know, trying to get up in the morning and get her day started. You know, she's bouncing back from grieving her mom. Bless her heart. I didn't think I was going to get my girl back. I really did. I'm so proud of you. But since we've been going through this challenge, she's been going with me now since August, I believe. We've been doing this. Okay. We started really slow at first, just doing little bitty things every day. She's been rocking. She's been rolling. She's pulling up on the pants.
Very awesome.
So I know that she's serious.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that she needs something that's going to help her at work, something she can do quick, get her nutrition in, but, you know, being cost effective, we all know that's why me and her, we don't buy Shakeology no more. As much as we love it, it just costs much.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. This is the next best thing, if not better, than Shakeology. The only difference is Shakeology has more variety of flavors than Arbonne. Other than that, that's the only difference. Right. And the different varieties, that never meant anything to me anyway, because I put so much fruit in the original flavor anyway, so it didn't matter.
So, well, if you don't mind, what I'll do then is I'm just going to kind of outline a little bit of the Arbonne story, like what does make us different than like a Shakeology. Because, Shakeology, I've had it before, it's good. They have several different types of shakes too, so there's different types of proteins and different types of flavors and all that sort of stuff. And the one thing that I always like to do is share Arbonne a little bit more, so you kind of know where it's coming from. Like, why is it any different than Shakeology? So first and foremost, part of the Arbonne story is we've been around for 40 years. Shakeology and any other company hasn't come close to that amount of time in nutrition and a lot of beauty care to the extent that we do. We are the only company that does health from the outside in to the inside out. A lot of people say, why is it important on the outside? Well, it's important on the outside because anything you put on your skin,
it's
in
going
your hair,
into your body.
it's going into your bloodstream in 26 seconds. So it is super important. We are botanically based. We are beauty, health, wellness company, period. Outside in, inside out. We are cutting edge product research. We take all of our money, instead of putting it into advertisers and things like that, we dump it back into our products, so we have a far superior product. We do not have videos and stuff like that and workouts and stuff, because then a lot of our product development money would go into that, and we want to make sure our products are the best of the best of the best. We are a super passionate community of independent consultants. We are independent. We are out there. Arbonne pays us to share with you belly to belly, just like we're doing right now, to share with you belly to belly. That's what it's all about. It's a community, it's a network, it's a friendship, it's a relationship. It's not like running into some GNC store and just picking something up because some young kid in there says it's good. You're actually working with people who live it, breathe it, and do it themselves.
That's right.
We are a global company. We have an amazing compensation plan because we're not paying all of these professional athletes out there these royalties to say that they use something they don't. We actually get compensated for sharing it. So that's the beautiful part of the business. We actually have a state-of-the-art distribution. That means you're getting the freshest, cleanest product you can. So we tell you about something and you want a protein shake, it goes directly from our manufacturing center to your front door. So we don't have a separate distribution center and all that stuff, which means you've got to pump preservatives in it to be able to make that round, right? It goes straight to your door. So that's beautiful too. And I have to refer to this. We kind of have a little bit of a new layout for this to keep it a little more streamlined. Here's what makes our product super unique. Not only are we botanically based, but we are completely based botanically with science. So we have actual scientists and doctors and advisory boards working on it together to use the best possible uses of all these botanicals and get the best result. We are plant-based, like I said, botanically inspired. We are built on a Swiss heritage. A lot of people some people know that why, some people don't, but basically Swiss heritage is European standards. They outweigh the U.S. standards by such an extreme amount.
Yes, they do.
A perfect example is in Europe, they ban around 1,300 to 1,500 different ingredients in skincare and cosmetic lines, and even more in food and nutrition products. Here in the U.S., they only ban about 13. So they basically ban stuff until you can prove it's good, and they will not let anything bad go in. We even take what they ban and we expand upon that further. So there will be some things that we don't think is 100% safe for you, and we'll even pull that. So they go out of their way to make sure that we take European standards and even go further with it. And I don't know another company that does that. We do source the highest quality ingredients from around the globe. In fact, if we find that we are not getting the best ingredient, we test everything that comes in. We'll actually grow it ourselves if we have to. We did run into something a couple years ago, which I find super interesting. So Dr. Oz, y'all know who Dr. Oz is. And Dr. Oz, he popped on TV though one day telling everybody the best protein you want is pea protein. Not incorrect. Pea protein is an amazing protein. We use it as well. But guess what happens when Dr. Oz says something? Every protein company in the world was buying up all the pea protein. They were even buying up our lots of pea protein. Wow. So we were not able to create our shakes. And I'll tell you a little more about our protein because it goes further than pea protein. But we weren't able to buy the top-notch pea protein that we had been using. And so we pulled it until we could. We ended up having to grow our own. So that's how far they go to make sure you're getting the safest stuff coming into your body. We are clinically tested. Means a lot to me coming from advertising. We would just pay doctors to tell you whatever. and doctors would do it. So you hear things like 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend. We would pay those doctors in advertising to say that. They never even chewed the gum, tried the gum, nothing. We are never tested on animals. We don't use nutrition products and skincare and health products all use animal byproducts. That is a super dangerous route to go down. There's something called a rendering plant. In a rendering plant, they take dead animals from farms and carcasses and stuff like that, cut them up and boil them up in a vat of chemicals and pull the fats off, and they use that in our nutrition products, they use it in our skincare products, they use it in our hair products. And guess what happens as soon as you put that on or in your body absorbs it immediately into your bloodstream, all those chemicals or whatever that animal died from. So you don't want that. And then we have certifications in the best in class. So that means products. That means when we say we're gluten-free, the U.S. standards are 20 parts per million can have gluten. But if you truly are a person that has trouble with gluten, we are 0 parts per million, and we are certified gluten-free. A lot of companies aren't even certified but claim gluten-free. We're certified vegan, certified kosher, certified, I mean, we can go down the list forever, and we're part of the direct selling corporation, which they have severely strict standards. So all those things are things that we look at. Basically, Arbonne is pure, safe, beneficial. Pure in all our ingredients, safe for all ages. All ages. My little kids can drink the protein shakes, and my great-grandmother can drink protein shakes. It doesn't matter who you are. It's good for everybody, and it's safe. Plus, for me, my favorite thing to say when I first started Arbonne, I'm like, who cares if it's pure and safe if it's not beneficial, right? Like, if I'm not going to get a benefit out of it, I don't want to use it.
I know, that's right. Yes.
And you are just a testament to how beneficial it's already been for you in 14 days or 15 days. So, all those things.
I hadn't been able to wear these pants since I worked at Frontier last Halloween, Thanksgiving season. I had gained so much weight. These were fitting like, painted. Girl, like they were painted on. So I got to digging stuff out and put them, and they're actually loose. They're loose. You know when you got stretch pants that are getting loose. Literally, my body is just on, since I've been doing Arbonne and really focusing on not grazing and paying attention, like I was telling you, I tell myself, you are not hungry, you're just dehydrated. So I literally now started talking to myself out loud. I would say the stuff in my mind and it would never click. Now that I'm starting to actually put it into the atmosphere, it's starting to click into my mind. It becomes real. So I'm more conscious, because I know I have this amazing product, and if I can't prove that it works, then how am I gonna, how am I gonna get my clients to believe that it's gonna work? If I can't see that it's not, I've got to give it an honest try. So since I actually have been doing that, and he's been eating his candy. I know he has. He can lie all he wants to. He's still sneaking his candy. He's still losing weight. He's still got energy. He's still up and moving around. I guarantee you, if I open that door right now, I guarantee you he's awake. He's not sleeping.
Right. Well,
and it's amazing because he usually couldn't sit down for 5 minutes without falling asleep.
Well, and you'll find too with the candy stuff. So here's what's funny about Arbonne and even the 30 days, or just even doing the little shifts. Eventually, the Arbonne will start replacing those cravings. So if he has the sugar cravings, he'll notice, he might not tell you or admit it, but he'll notice he won't feel like having it as much. It's just the way it is. Because we don't use, some of the stuff that we cut out is like artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners will automatically give you a sugar craving.
Sure will.
It's like the worst thing you can do for yourself. We don't use artificial dyes or chemicals or anything like that that create weird cravings. And I could go on and list and list and list. We don't use any of the weird stuff, petrolatum, mineral oils, any of that stuff, which shows up in nutrition and shows up in skincare.
And that's why I could never appease that grumbling in my stomach, because of all the chemicals in the food. My body could never distinguish, since I have the new stomach, whether I was hungry, whether I was dehydrated, whether I was full, and It was a mess. I was a walking time bomb, struggling with a gastric sleeve and still gaining weight. And I'm like, I'm a failure.
Yeah. And how sad is that to feel that way? Because honestly, when you go to the point of a gastric sleeve and then still feel like you're not getting the result you were looking for, and I will get into a little bit of detail as to why that happens here in just a second, because it not only is it the chemicals we're putting in, but as in the U.S., literally, we are overweight, all of us. Even I'm up 60 pounds, and that's menopause is part of it, and eating junky once in a while is part of it. It's easy. We're an instant gratification society.
Yes, we are.
And but we're the most overweight country in the world, but we are the most malnourished country in the world. And we're talking over third world countries that are starving. Little babies with the bellies. Have you noticed how many little babies walk around with the belly here in the U.S.? We attribute it to fat. I will show you what's happening with little bellies here. It's very, very sad. And it is malnourishment is a part of it because we aren't getting it. This is just, if anybody wants to see this, I have here just our scientific advisory board. It talks about the people on our advisory board that keep us in check and make sure we're following all the rules that we say we do. You guys probably already gathered we have a wide range. Hair, skin, men, women, babies, nutrition, cosmetics, it doesn't matter. Tonight we're going to focus on nutrition. My favorite line is the skincare line that you were talking about. It's incredible. And you do notice it immediately.
Yes,
you do notice.
You notice it immediately. And even with the mascara. Oh, girl, I found my mascara. Thank God. I thought somebody had stole my sample of the mascara that she had given me because I had given up wearing mascara over 10 years now because my eyes are so sensitive to mascara that I could not wear it even for a few minutes without my eyes just burning, and I can fall asleep all night and wake up with this mascara on. My eyes are not hurting. They're not burning. They're not tired. They're not red. You know,
no junk.
There's no junk in it.
No junk.
There's no junk. And my lashes are longer. You beat me to it. My lashes are longer too.
Yep.
Yes,
it's incredible. And things like with that skincare, it's like elasticity and tone and fine lines and things like that. I mean, I'm proud to say that I'm coming up on 48 years old, and I don't think I look like I'm almost 48 years old. So
not even close to it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Not even close
this is
to
why
it.
She's one of my besties.
Yes.
We also have little silly products like this. I'm just going to slap it up here. It looks very phallic. But these
my daughter-in-law was asking about that, so please explain that.
So here's what's funny about this thing. This is the only device we have. Everything we have is consumable in Arbonne, things to enhance our body. Well, what this does, dermatologists already do this. It's called an ultrasonic device for your skin, and it helps deliver product deeper into the dermal level. So let's say you, I tend to get bags under my eyes and crepey skin and stuff right here. So I take our eye cream, put it on, maybe a little thicker than usual, and then you turn this on. Mine isn't charged, of course, and it has heat settings, so you can do really warm or light, and then you just kind of rub it where that was, and it'll deliver that eye cream in deeper into your skin. And so what happens, the result, after 1 minute, I kid you not, have I ever led you astray?
No, you haven't, never.
After 1 minute, it's all plumped up, my bags are gone, the fine lines are almost completely gone. In fact, the first people I saw do it, and they posted their before and afters, I thought they were retouching their photos, and they were not. So it's killer.
Yeah,
and
I had already said I was going to buy one, though. I've got to have one just because I got to have one. I just got to have one because I like gadgets.
So good. Well, and people do it too. I have stretch marks.
Yeah.
My stomach and anything else. There are ladies that have gotten rid of so many there. But there's ladies who have done it on their stretch marks, and you can't even see them. Michelle,
what about cellulite?
It will smooth that out now.
Because I started doing that dry brushing.
I don't know if you've noticed this though. The dry brushing works a little. It will help with our firming cream. It'll smooth that out.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Look at the size of this. It kind of depends on how long you want to sit there.
Sit there, I know, because it is kind of small.
I have a sneaking suspicion they'll come out with a bigger one. This one was intended for but I have a sneaking suspicion they'll come out with a bigger one. So many people are doing it on their body.
Yeah, I hope so.
And me, I'm trying to make sure I don't get the creases. You know how you get the sleeping creases right here? She.
My mom, she's half Scott Irish and Cherokee.
Oh yeah, she's
yeah.
She will. That Irish a little bit.
Yeah, she's not it. I love my mommy, but she's.
I'm Danish, and Danes don't age well either.
Yeah.
We have a very typical. It's called the pale. The sun hit me once. I'm fried.
See, you're darker. You're actually darker than my mom.
Well, I put our tanning stuff on.
Oh, let that be the reason.
I'm not naturally. No, I'm naturally a white.
Okay, so is she. My
Yeah,
mom is
I
a
always
white girl.
Mm-hmm. I always try to get that, but well, that's another day. So, anyways, So we're gonna kind of dive into the products for the Arbonne nutrition.
Yeah.
Because it's a healthier alternative. It's a healthier alternative across the board, and I know cost has already come up. My favorite comment the other day at that training we went to was when she says, "It's $5 a meal." If you really think about $5 a meal, you can have 2 a day, 1 a day, 3 a day. Mm-hmm. I know if I'm going to buy food, even for my family, like I went and got stuff to make pizza last night from home. It was like $30, right?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So $5 a meal truly is reasonable. It's actually even less than that if you're just doing protein shakes. I think the protein shakes are like a couple bucks.
Yeah.
You know, which honestly, if you go buy a protein shake at the store, how much is it going to be? $5.
It sure is.
Energy drink, it's going to be $4.
It
right?
sure is.
We're nothing like that. Our energy drinks are like $1 or $2 or $1.25, I think. Our protein shakes work out to be about $2 a piece.
And not only that, I found that when you're putting a lot of stuff in your shake anyway, you're adding a lot of protein a lot of times. So if you have a blender, a full-size blender, you can take 1 scoop of your protein shake and make a whole blender and have a whole day's worth of smoothie right there, you know, without going over your protein allotment for the day. I mean, because you can't eat too much protein, you know, in a day's time, and it's still going to backfire on you. Yeah. So, you know, and I used to do that. I went through so many smoothie machines. Oh my God, I was burning out motors left and right.
I can say I've only done that once.
Ooh, I wish I could say I only did that once. I've blown out once since I've been here. The year I've been here, I've blown out a smoothie machine.
Arbonne's giving one away right now.
Well, I'm gonna need that.
Right? So here's what basically we call them our essentials products. We call them essentials because they're essential to a healthy body from the inside, right? And I think that don't a lot of us agree that it's really hard to try to eat healthy every day? She wrote something. Oh, the dark
Christine,
the ultra.
I need one. Oh, crazy
yes,
girl.
Yes, you
That's
do.
my god, baby.
So cool. But anyway, so we're going to kind of get back to this. So basically the essentials product, they basically take the latest technology in healthy living. And that's what we promote as healthy living. The beautiful byproduct to the whole Arbonne system, we call it the Arbonne 30, is that you learn to eat healthy and make it easy and fun and not painful. And Arbonne is a great support. So it supports a healthy lifestyle.
Eating healthy is fun to me. I don't know about nobody else, but it's fun to me.
I actually like preparing the food. It's like
me
one of
too.
those things I find.
That's my zen.
But most people don't. I have found a lot of people.
Food prep day.
Like, do you guys ever think, oh my gosh, it's so hard to eat healthy, let me just grab something. I hear that more than anything. And plus, when we focus on what we're eliminating, what's the first thing you want? You want that thing you're eliminating immediately. So, needless to say, our line cuts out all of the allergens, things that are known as high allergens. It doesn't mean that there might not be something that someone somewhere might be allergic to, but if there's something that's a known allergen, we're not going to use it. So we don't use dairy, we don't use soy, we don't use gluten, we don't use nuts, we don't use strawberries, we don't, those sorts of things, because they are considered high allergens. So we just remove them, we just don't use them. We are vegan certified, like I said before, no artificial colors, flavors, and sweeteners. And I don't ever like to dog on other companies' products, but I can tell you, I've only found maybe one other protein shake out there, maybe 2, that don't have at least one of these things in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Me too.
so,
And I've tried a lot.
a lot. Oh, and I didn't mention that typically they taste awful.
And they taste like sand.
They taste awful.
Yes, they do.
So I'm going to kind of just outline just a couple things. I know you guys can't see the screen. It's just kind of what I'm referring to. I'm just going to kind of jump through a couple things that the Arbonne 30, supported by the Arbonne products, will help you with. So a lot of people experience bloating. I'm sure all of us know the second you eat something bad, what happens? Your stomach feels uncomfortable and bloated.
I was talking to my husband about that today.
Yep. What about acne, your glowing skin? That stuff goes away if you're eating cruddy. Blood sugar problems with your husband has, brain fog, hard time sleeping, hot flashes, chronic fatigue, I think is like the number one thing that goes on nowadays. Decreased metabolism. A lot of us feel, especially as we get older, your metabolism goes tanks, right? That's what happened with me anyways. You have excessive sweating, which is the hot flashes, fatty liver. We'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm trying to see, indigestion. I never had indigestion till I hit menopause, so that's pretty fun. Joint pain, itchy skin, mood swings. I mean, just think of all these things that happen during the day. These 99.9% of the time has to do with what you're putting in your body.
It does.
Yep. Slow digestion, skin rashes, weight gain. A lot of us, I think, go to healthy living because of weight gain. I always tell people, let's just get you healthy living first, because the weight loss comes.
If you look, I was telling somebody that not too long ago. If I just keep focused on what I'm doing, and the weight's gonna come off anyway. It's and I'm not trying to nurse no scale, because every time I do, I get disappointed. It's just like trying to watch a pot boil. The longer you sit there and watch that pot, the longer it's gonna take for that pot to boil. And it's the same thing with a scale. If you got a scale, chuck it in the trash.
Just don't look at it.
Yeah, just don't look at it. Just don't look at it, because all it's gonna do is keep you depressed. It really will. You need to gauge yourself by how you're feeling, how your clothes fit. That's how I know when things are going right for me, is how my clothes are fitting. And how I know that is because all of my big girl clothes that I had, I finally got rid of all of my big girl clothes. That way I have no reason to go back to being a big girl. I have to take the weight off to get back into my clothes.
Yep.
Hence
the stretchy pants.
The stretchy pants.
So fantastic.
Yes.
And another thing that's good to healthy living, the sugar cravings. I think that's the number one thing people have too.
That's my problem.
It'll help eliminate the sugar cravings.
That's my problem.
Mine is salt.
I told you, mine's actually both. I have to have that salty sweet. I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment.
I am too, girl. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So, I wish you guys could see this screen right here. I wonder if I have a bigger one. Oh, I do. Hang on. I got a bigger one here. Let me see if maybe you guys can see this. And if not, I'll have La send it to you. One of the things that happens when we try to diet, per se, here it is. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, you'll be able to see it. When we diet, if you look over there, this larger frame right there, when you're dieting and exercising, it results in weight loss. But you haven't changed your toxic density. So here's your toxins. This represents your toxins. So when you lose the weight, you go to this person here, where the toxins are all still there. They've just been condensed into a smaller area. So what happens is your body automatically creates fat to protect your organs from the toxins you're putting in. So when you just diet and you don't eliminate and do the clean eating with it, you're just condensing it, and then pretty soon your body panics because it doesn't have enough fat to support your body away from the toxins, and you bounce back to the heavy again. So what Arbonne's going to do for you is help you do the clean eating so you can bypass that middle person and come over here. So when you get thinner, you don't have to worry about all of that extra fat your body's going to naturally create to protect you from the toxins. It's a huge deal. Oh, are you running out of battery?
Go ahead.
Oh, that's good. So anyways, so maintaining a nutritional health and the weight loss that you do is a lot easier because you're not just condensing those toxins. We're actually teaching you how to keep the toxins out of your body in the first place, so your body can actually lose the fat and not keep slingshotting you back to the fat.
So is that why, after all the weight that I did lose, even though I hadn't really changed my diet,
You're stuck. You get stuck.
and I started gaining the weight back?
That's 100% why. Because your body, it's an amazing machine. It's amazing. So your body's going to automatically, let's just take your liver, for example. Your liver's one of the hardest working outside of your skin in your body, right? Well, your liver needs to be protected. Your body will automatically go, oh my gosh, there's so many toxins. Your liver's going to send that message out. Too many toxins, too many toxins. So your body's going to start creating these fatty layers around your stomach, around your kidneys, around your liver, around your intestines to try to pull that toxin away from those. It can only do so much. We typically walk around with like 90 toxins at a time. About 10 to 20 of them are going to be carcinogenic. They kill you, which gives us the cancers. So yeah, that's why. You'll either stop and you can't get any better, any thinner, or you'll slingshot back and start gaining the weight, and then you're annoyed, right? Because you're working hard, you're eating better, you know. Portion control is great, but it doesn't solve the toxic.
No, it doesn't. Absolutely does not. And everybody that knows me knows I believe in portion control. But it does not. It does not fix the problem. Now I have a question, and I'm sure if this is on my mind, I know it's going to be on a couple of my girls' minds too eventually. I just lost my train of thought. I hate when this happens. That makes me feel so stupid.
Oh, everybody does it.
Okay, I know what I was going to ask. How do you know? Okay, because I believe in detoxing and I believe in cleansing and I do it all the time.
Right.
But something in me is telling me that I'm still backed up. There's, you know what I'm saying? I just know that I am, because
Still feel it.
I still feel it. I still, right up in here, I still feel that is, and it's a deep down fat that I feel, like way
like a discomfort almost, right?
It's a discomfort. I can feel the fat accumulating on my organs. I thought it was just me. Oh my God, it's not just me. I told my mom that years ago. I said, Mom, I know when I'm gaining weight because I can feel fat accumulating on my organs. I can feel it growing.
It grows.
Lord Jesus, thank you. I knew I wasn't crazy.
You weren't crazy.
Nope.
So here's the thing, though, too. So a lot of people will do this really quick, I call it a fast type of detox, right? Me personally, I have always felt like those... Let me go back. A spiritual fast is one thing, but an actual personal, like almost starve your body fast, I personally believe is dangerous. I believe it's dangerous because, again, you may be cleaning out those toxins, but what's the first thing you do when you're done with your fast?
You're going to put toxins in there because your body's going to be craving it all over again.
And you've not corrected your problem.
And I've done that.
Yep, and then what do you feel? Everything feels like it's getting fatter and growing and all that sort of stuff. So that's why I totally fell in love with the Arbonne 30 concept, because they teach you to eat consistently healthy. And then once we get past that first 30 days, which is intense, it's pretty intensive, but there is no portion control. There's no portion control.
Yeah.
You eat as much as you want, you will feel full, you will love the food, the recipes are laid out for you, the shopping lists are laid out for you. There's no thinking behind it. It's all done for you. The products support it. You won't be able to eat all you want because you'll naturally start portion controlling. But at the end of the 30 days, then what do? We stop and we take time and we're like, okay, well, let's figure out what your actual trigger foods are, because everybody has a trigger food. I was annoyed to learn that mine was gluten, which my favorite thing is noodles, right? Mine was gluten. I didn't care about bread as much. I'm not a big bread person. And then later, as I got older and had more hormonal changes, dairy stepped in, which I always kind of had a problem with dairy, but I liked it, so I just ate it anyways.
Yeah, that was me. I ate it anyway.
Just ate it anyways.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I ended up having to cut both of those out a lot. However, learning what my trigger foods were, I was able to spin out, and now I can do like an 80-20. So I can maintain where I've been. I still feel good. I might have a little dairy here and there. I might have some crackers, or I might have some noodles, or whatever.
Tofu!
Right? We'll get into that in a minute too.
I love my tofu!
I have to tell you, that is one of my things I love too. But one thing with tofu, is very sad. But tofu is a plant estrogen. And the sad thing about a plant estrogen is it will disrupt your hormones bad. And so when you do something like a tofu, it's going to cause things you don't want to cause. So like for me, soy's in everything. Tofu is a soy product. So it can offset. So a lot of people say, oh, I replace milk with soy milk, right? It'll set off hot flashes, it'll make your periods uneven, it'll help with weight gain, it'll help, all that stuff. But we always learn, hey, the protein is great, and it is amazing protein, don't get me wrong. But then on top of that, soy has become the dirtiest plant on the on the planet right now. It's filthy. They can't even get it clean. It is so overproduced because it's used in everything.
In everything?
So our favorite thing that even 10 years ago was clean, and the plant estrogen was so low it wasn't as disruptive, today has become a very dangerous thing to put in the body. So we don't use any soy either. And here's what's even worse. Soy is in almost everything. So go and just look at labels everywhere.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, which I love, to me, my favorite thing is frying tofu in like olive oil in like a cast iron pan. I just think it's the most delicious thing ever. But I
did something like that in my cast iron, and I sprinkled it with some Parmesan cheese too.
Deliciousness.
It was so good.
I know. You don't even have to tell me. It literally is one of my favorite things.
The dogs loved it too.
Dogs love it.
Everybody loves it.
My children love it. Everybody loves it.
It was great.
So needless to say, I hate to give the sad tofu soy story, but
there it is. Huh?
Anyways, so what do we do? Like, how do we decrease our dog's load, right? So eat clean, which we teach you how, which basically is clean veggies, clean food, clean meats. Everything we do, we make sure is organic. Sourced organic. I can help you with places that you want to go, because a lot of times your organic you just get in the store is not.
It's not organic. They just put an organic sticker on it,
and then you pay more for it, right? But if you go and get your produce from like a natural grocer's, they are very uptight about where they source their organic from, and they're cheaper. They're about the same price as regular veggies and fruit at the store. So there's places to get it where you know it's clean, and you can't be perfect every time. Please, this is not a moral issue. It's let's try to get the best we can out of this. We're going to increase your nutrient intake, increase it big time. So you're going to get more nutrients so that your body is absorbing more, because there's so many things we don't absorb. We're going to balance your blood sugar, support elimination, which is super important. Like you were just saying, I feel like I'm not eliminating. You will. And we're going to remove all of the addictive foods and all the allergenic foods. For the first 30 days, you're kind of like, what? No, I love all this stuff, right? But we got to eliminate it for at least 30. It's only 30 days. We can do anything for 30 days, right? We do a lot of things for 30 days. We can do this for 30 days. We do eliminate some of the things we love. At the end of the 30 days, you won't want to contaminate yourself. You'll be like, I feel so good.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Like you do when you get your teeth cleaned, you're afraid to eat because you don't want to dirty up your teeth no more.
Sparkly. I know. I love the dentist for that very reason.
Me too.
So wonderful.
I just love my dentist. Ooh.
I love my dentist now. Really? You got a hot dentist?
Blonde hair, blue eyes, tall, dark.
I don't usually like blondes, but I can learn to like a blonde.
Yes, he's wonderful.
Oh, I love hot. I have one doctor that's a hot doctor.
He's pretty tasty.
Tasty. Doesn't that make it better? My doctor that delivered all 4 of my babies is great.
So every time I go to the dentist, I have to make sure I'm in my best dentist outfit.
Of course, makeup done,
hair done.
All beautiful.
Yes, mouthwash, all that.
It makes it all worth it, doesn't
it? Yes, it does.
Okay, so let's talk about the products. Protein shakes. They come in a big bag. I'm sure you guys have seen protein shake bags before, right? It's got 30.
And there's the individual one too.
And they come. You can get them in individual packs too. I like these just value-wise. You can get more.
So do I.
These are great to hand out for people to try. I feel like, dude, you have to try this stuff. It's great.
And I told y'all I have sample packs, and I told you I mail them out to you.
Yep, and that's what you get for you listening in anyways. It's awesome. So anyways, we have our protein shakes. The cool thing is they have 20 grams of protein. A lot of protein shakes don't have quite that much.
Sure don't.
And our protein is a complete amino chain. So many protein shakes do not have a complete amino chain. And why is that important? I'm sure a lot of you have heard of whey protein. Whey protein comes from the dairy industry. It's a waste product. But the thing with whey is it's a natural, complete amino chain, which means it works better to build muscle. What does muscle do? Muscle makes you stronger, fights disease, kills fat, right? So you want to build muscle. Even if people are like, I don't want muscle, I don't want to be bigger. You want muscle because it becomes lean.
Yeah,
when
because muscle is more condensed than fat. So even if you weigh more, you're going to be smaller. And I'm a living witness.
Mm-hmm.
My mother and I, we're the same size, and I'm probably a good 60, 70 pounds heavier than my mother. Yeah. And
Very
we're
normal.
the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Very
yeah,
normal.
it's very possible because, and I'm still a big, thick girl. But I have more lean muscle than she does because I work out and she don't.
I was actually looking at some of your pictures because I hadn't gone and seen some of your pictures and stuff. She does have a lot of muscle. I've seen it. Like it's starting to show through, and it's incredible. That's the stuff you want. So you want a complete amino chain. So up until I think about 10 years ago, they didn't even know how to make a vegan or a botanical based complete amino chain. Arbonne's figured it out. So if you take brown rice, pea protein, and cranberry protein, put those together, it creates a complete amino chain. So our protein shakes are the only ones I know of that has a complete amino chain, and it's all vegan. So you don't have, whey is kind of a trashy product, a lot like soy. A lot of people love it, but it's got a lot of junk in it.
Yes, and you can taste the junk because I bought some chocolate whey protein because he loves chocolate. I tasted it. I took one sip of that smoothie and I poured it down. It was the nastiest thing I had ever tasted. You cannot get that taste out of your mouth.
I know, it's great.
It's terrible.
This one you won't experience that. This literally,
no, it tastes like cake.
It tastes like cake.
I thought she was lying. It tastes like cake. It's so good.
It's delicious. If my kids will drink it because they're picky, they better drink it. So it also supports your weight management. So if you're looking for a weight management program like you've already
I'm
found,
a living witness. It's managing
you feel full
mine.
longer, right? And you're getting
full.
nutrient uptake. That's the main reason you're feeling full because your body's getting what it needs. So you don't have to worry about portion control because you're not really hungry.
And I haven't been. And he's been fussing at me. Babe, I didn't see you eat no dinner. Babe, I'm not hungry.
It's not hungry.
I've been waiting to feel like this for 5 years since I had my surgery. I'm not hungry.
Right.
Oh, no.
Look, it'll be good. So it's amazing. We also have our protein shakes. We also have a protein boost. So like if you're cooking, you want to make spaghetti or something, you can go ahead and dump the boost in there. It's only 10. Oh, look at what she has. Arbonne Coach. Ah, I like this shirt. I
couldn't resist.
That's okay. Go ahead and do it.
Ladies, you guys have to order y'all shirts because I got the official logo now, so it's on and cracking.
So cute. So anyways, we'll jump to the fiber boost and then we're almost done. I could just talk through the rest of these and then we're done.
These are so awesome.
These
Those
are my
sticks, I swear. There's one right there.
I'll start with this really quick. One of the things we want to add as much as possible to our diets is fiber. Fiber does help absorb the sugars that you put in your body. It also helps with, proper digestion, elimination. It also helps you feel full longer as well. It's helps fight disease if you have good amount of the proper amount of fiber. This will be 12 grams of fiber, which is basically half of what you need in a day. 2 scoops, you have all the fiber you know you need. Your body's just going to flush through what you don't use. And it's tasteless, gritless, so no more Metamucil, right? You just use it, you can put it in anything, and nobody can detect it.
Metamucil backed me up so bad I was in the hospital.
It does
because it doesn't break down. It just sits there and just clogs and just clumps. I thought I was gonna die. I was hurting so bad.
It can't. And keep in mind too that some people do not need more fiber. Most people do, but I have had people who, even with our fiber, they simply don't need it. It was like they didn't necessarily get backed up, but they certainly weren't feeling comfortable with it. I've only had 2 people ever, though, in 5 years. So just know that some people don't do well with it.
Yeah.
I would say 99% of people need it and do great with it. The best, like what she was talking about, here's our fizz sticks. These you just pour in water. They fizz a little bit. Sweet, yummy.
So good.
They're so good.
And they give you energy. That's way better than that Red Bull, I swear. That Red Bull is garbage.
Red Bull, I actually was talking to a nurse the other day. She says The number one problem they have in the emergency room right now is kids drinking too much of that Red Bull, especially college kids. It's literally shutting down their system.
Yes, it is. That stuff is dangerous.
Dangerous. So much sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar is the number one attractor of cancers. So just no sugars. Just as much as you can leave out. These are 13 calories, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
13 calories. They fizz a little. Great replacement for coffee, Cokes, anything like that. Plus, they taste good. They're about $1.25
They
a
taste
piece.
good.
Yeah,
They
they're
taste
really
good.
amazing. They help promote endurance. They give you even energy. The energy comes from B vitamins. It doesn't come from sugar and caffeine and all that stuff.
Yeah, because when he comes home, he doesn't crash. He doesn't crash. He's I'm so tired. He doesn't do none of that.
None of
He
that.
just slowly winds down like he should instead of just
Falling apart, right?
because he would come home and just fall apart. He was just no good, and that's no way to live. It's not.
Well, and who wants to feel tired all the time?
All the
anyways?
time.
I feel tired a lot, but I got 4 kids and I don't sleep enough.
Yeah.
But I still don't feel like dragging tired, like I'm gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
You know, so no, this stuff, it's wonderful. Plus, when you use B vitamins, it enhances your mood. So if, like, let's say you're in a crabby mood one day, have yourself a fizz stick. It'll help. For me, I tend to get anxiety. I worry about stuff, and so my throat gets tight.
Oh, mine too.
Yes, it's awful.
I feel it in my throat and in my lower back. That's why I have back problems because I hold my stress back there.
So you do a fizz stick. It literally will help relax you, which I think a lot of people associate energy drinks with, you know,
Being
like
up and
this.
hyper, and
It
that's
won't do that.
that's not what you want.
No, you do not want that, and it's wonderful. Oh, you have a detox tea here too, and then we've got. I want to grab this thing really quick. Give him a butt shot. Okay.
Okay, I think to finish that question I forgot. How do you know when a detox is a bad detox?
So to me, a detox, if you're doing a good one, you should feel super energy, really clean. You'll feel, you'll have good sleep. You'll see it in your skin and your eyes. Look at your skin. Your skin will be bright. It'll be glowing. Your eyes will be bright and white and clear. These are things that you see when you're doing those detoxes that are starving you. The first thing you're going to start really feeling. Now, as a little disclaimer, 1 week into the Arbonne 30, you're going to feel awful. You will feel awful. And you're feeling awful because your body's like, oh, wait a minute. And it'll start like flushing some of the nasties out. You give it about 2 days, sometimes 3, and all of a sudden, bam, you start feeling better than you've probably ever felt as an adult. That's a good detox. So if you can find another one that does that, that's what you're looking for. You should feel better.
That's exactly what happened to him. And that was the weirdest thing because it was like the second or third day after I started him on the endurance and the shake, and he came home and I asked him and I said, you up in the back, you know, empty the trash, and I didn't have to ask you. I said, how are you feeling today? He said, I feel great.
Are you sure?
I ain't never heard that man say I feel great ever.
Seriously. Ever.
So yeah.
No, and that's the
amazing.
goal. So when you are, and he's not even really doing the true Arbonne 30.
He's not. He's just doing what I'm doing, drinking his shakes, doing the, portion control with him and making sure he gets, his greens and all that, so he's eating clean. He's not doing the Arbonne official 30, but in just 2 weeks, he has lost weight, got energy back that I haven't seen in the year and a half we've been together.
So awesome.
It's amazing.
It's awesome.
He's a totally different person almost, and he's more annoying now, but because he's awake. But
yeah,
but it's
I'll
okay.
Just skip a shake one day, I'll sleep, take a nap. Just kidding. We also, as you go along, you're going to hear all these drinks and stuff you can do if you need to really detox and clean out. We have a couple products, one of which I believe people should do every single day. It actually will clean to the blood level and the cellular level. Helps support GI tract. It's a little tea bag. It's just a detox tea. There are a lot of detox teas on the market. I can honestly say, so I don't have my glass and I probably can't see it. There is literally, where is that?
It's killing me, y'all. I cannot stand still.
There's, it looks like maybe about 8 ingredients in this. And they're all clean and they're things you recognize, like milk thistle, I can't remember the other ones just because I can't read it because I have my glasses on. But it's a tea. It's yummy. It's a little minty, very mild.
It's very good.
Tastes
I
good.
love it.
I love it. So I have
My
it all
box
the way
is
over
empty.
here.
My box is empty already.
I go through. Well, now they have one that's cranberry infused too. So delicious. But anyway, and then we have a 7-day cleanse drink that we do about like the third week. We do it one each day. Drink it throughout the day. That's when it'll really, like you thought you already had cleaned up, it'll completely clean you out. You will not be running to the bathroom. Nothing Arbonne is going to send you rushing to the bathroom. In fact, my husband, who's done many, many cleanses, was very disturbed by that. He's like, but I'm not clearing everything out. And I go, you have been, though. You've been having regular elimination, so you're getting cleaned out naturally the way your body's meant to work. So I actually love this stuff. Sometimes when I'm feeling just
I've definitely got to get me some.
it's good. And then finally, Digestion Plus. Everybody, I hope everybody knows how important it is to have the proper bacteria and enzymes in your body, especially in your intestinal tract, because that's what keeps you super healthy. You've got to watch that. We are so depleted as Americans because, again, overweight, undernourished. So we actually have what we call our Digestion Plus. I do one every single day. I give one to my kids every single day. It absolutely has digestive enzymes. It has a probiotic and a prebiotic. So it will completely keep you clean. It'll keep you alkaline. Alkaline is what keeps you healthy from everything. I always point out diseases that we're afraid of, but it keeps you healthy from things like, I got a little bit of a sore throat and a cold Sunday. Felt it pretty bad yesterday as far as like I didn't have a voice. It was like gone by today. I maybe am a little tired maybe, but it's gone. And I attested to just being healthy all the time, making sure I keep my gut health up. Gut health stays up from food too, so we help you with all that. So it's basically kind of all the system. We do have other stuff, like we have support snack bars. We've got Fit Chews, which I recommend the Fit Chews with everybody's 30-day kit, just because they're basically taste like saltwater taffy. And what is something we all want? We all want sugar, right? But they help with appetite control. They help satiate that sugar craving if you have one. It does taste like a candy. I love them. And they have a lot of vitamins and minerals in them. So they're a good little extra chew in the middle of the day if you need something. And then there's a greens balance.
She said, I need that. What do you need, Miss Robinette?
We'll find out what she needs in a minute. And then then we have the greens balance, which we were just talking about tonight. Not the favorite flavor of most people, but it does have 23 green vegetables and fruits in it. It's like one serving, and we want to have 2 to 3 full servings a day. It's got 1 full serving and 1 little tiny scoop. I don't even think we can eat that many fruits and vegetables with that
not in a day.
No. So we definitely have a lot of different ways for you to take it. I love it with our fizz sticks. And I think
She needs the fizz sticks. That's what she said.
Oh yeah, everybody needs fizz sticks, girl. Everybody needs fizz sticks. It's good for kids too. Yep. And it's clean. It'll be energy like 4 to 5 hours, and then you don't crash. You just kind of
keep smooth. Just keep sailing right along. You don't dip. You don't go up and down. You just stay on an even keel.
It helps with focus too. So like my oldest son has finals coming up, and he's a daydreamer type of kid. He's always like la 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 la. I'll make him drink a fizz stick before we go in for finals, and he goes, I was just focused the whole time, which is not typical for him. So they're wonderful. So we have the greens balance. We have protein snack bars. We have a lot of little silly things. I'm just going to tell you a quick sample day, and then we're kind of done. And then you can follow up with them. And this is something Coach Lau will walk you through, and if she's like stuck on anything, she's got me. I've done it 9-10 times in the last few years. So it's and we hook you up on a Facebook page that'll help guide everybody. So you wake up. The first thing you want to do is the Digestion Plus as part of the system. It protects your body, gets it nice and healthy. And then I usually like to wait 15 to 30 minutes. I actually do my Digestion Plus with a fizz stick when I get up, because I spend time meditating and praying, and then I read a little bit. So while I'm doing that, I just do it like a pixie stick. Most people dump it in the drink and drink the whole thing. Doesn't matter how you do it. You just want to wait before you eat anything. So wait about 15 to 30 minutes. Give your body a minute to work with it. Then you have a breakfast. We always recommend the protein shakes for breakfast. We do offer in the program different types of actual breakfast foods you can have. You don't have to start with a protein shake. I just recommend it because it does hold you off until about 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon when you should have a lunch or another protein shake, depending on your goals.
I haven't had dinner yet.
See,
I haven't.
I haven't had dinner either. Isn't that nuts? And then a lot of times people, especially people who really like coffee, like to do a detox.
Like
too.
me.
And so, to me, once I finally got over my coffee thing, I do have a coffee we can do. It's actually an herbal tea that tastes exactly like coffee, and it's really rich. It tastes so good. In fact, Amanda mentioned it on Facebook.
Did she?
So
I'm gonna have to try that because I got some celestial seasonings chai over here that I make like coffee. So if you can find something that can replace that, I'm down.
It's good.
I'm down.
Yeah, seriously. I'm sorry. Gosh, that time of day. And then a snack. We'll give you recommendations for snacks. We'll give you recommendations of berries or apples or green apples, preferably. Fit chews. A hard-boiled egg is a good snack. Just make sure it's farm raised. Like free range. And then 4 hours after breakfast, you're going to have your lunch. Like you said, you haven't been hungry. We'll definitely want to make sure that every 4 hours something goes in. And the reason is because you've got to kickstart your metabolism, so your body then doesn't start thinking it's starving. We know how that goes, because you don't feel hungry. I can't tell you how many people call me and say, but I'm not hungry, I don't want to eat. I'm like, eat something anyways. Just put something in there, just call it a day. Another little shake, half a shake, I don't care what it is, put something in your body. And we give you a clean meal, choices that you can make that are easy. You can make them on Sunday and have them for the whole week. You don't have to think about it. And I personally, like, my favorite new thing that I make is, like, I take, like, quinoa and I put cranberries in it, and I put, a lot of times I like that vegan cheese that tastes like Gouda. I'll mix that in there with, like, some different flavors and salt and pepper. It's my favorite thing, and believe me, I can't eat anything after that. Then you do a little snack, and then you have the healthy dinner. Some people do a clean meal, they do the protein shake. You can choose either because they're full meals. You're getting the full nutrient uptake. And then we just ask that you don't eat anything after 7, but a lot of us have different schedules, so you can go ahead and wait 12 hours in between, from like 7 to 7, or let's say you're done at 8 to 8.
No, something just came to me that I wanted to share that I had been, it had been slipping my mind when you were talking about, and you're just not hungry, you just don't feel like eating. Well, when he was on all those other shake mixes, he would come home, he would eat every single thing I would put in his bag. Everything. Since he's been on the 2 weeks that he's been on the Arbonne shake, every time he comes home, he's got food left in his bag. I sent him the smallest lunch to date. Today. He ate, I sent him one of those little small lunch meat containers full of spaghetti. He only ate half of it.
See? So you don't have to worry, like I said, about portion control, because you're automatically getting the nutrient intake that you need.
Automatically going to eat less because you're getting the proper nutrition. So
absolutely.
Yes.
I
believe it.
See? So, and then from there, there's really not a lot more. If it's something that you want to do, then, which I just highly recommend.
Christine, are you there, honey bunny? That's my goddaughter. I'm glad she finally came on. She is about, Christine, how old are you? 32, 33, something like that? And she had a massive stroke about a month ago. We almost lost her. She's an extreme preemie. If you know what an extreme preemie is,
yeah.
She's
my niece.
She's an extreme preemie, or she was an extreme preemie. Bless her heart. So the first thing she said to me when I went to the hospital to see her that day, when she texted me, she said, smoking, drinking, eat healthy. And so I wanted her to, get, the presentation so that she could see the shake mix and how healthy the food is. That could really help her. So, Christine, I want you to get with me, okay? because mommy needs to come over there. I want to sit with you and actually go over this. If you didn't get to see the whole presentation, I will have it. I have it taped. Okay, so I will have it for you. And we're going to sit down and we're going to go over your diet and everything, okay? Because I finally got you back in my life, and mommy's just not really ready to lose you. So we've got to get you healthy again. So I'm glad you finally did pop in. I want you to stay in this group so that you can watch the whole thing from start to finish, okay? Because I'm going to leave it in the group. And I'm also going to download that because I have Facebook downloader for videos and stuff. So I'm going to download it and I'm going to save it. So
perfect.
Yeah.
So just as a quick side note to the stroke too, just so you know, I do have a girl on my team that had a stroke just before she turned 40. Just so that you guys know, we're actually having children 8, 9, and 10 years old having strokes too. And it is all food related. Drinking and smoking obviously plays a part. Things like medications and birth controls play a part. But they're starting to find if small children are having this happen, it's typically directly correlated to our food chain. It's very scary because our body is like misfiring. It doesn't know what to do with all this junk.
Yeah.
So it is awesome that you're able to serve her with us.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It's amazing. So needless to say, we've kind of hit everything. If you want, I can kind of talk about how you can save, or you can talk with them each individually after. It's completely up to you, however you want to do it. Can we do it? Okay. So here's how Arbonne works, and this is what I love the most, is we don't like people to pay full price for anything. It's just not necessary. We have different ways to set you up so you can get discounts all the time. And here's what's cool. Right now they're offering a free preferred client cost and free consultant cost. There are some little contingencies with it, so I'll go through those real quick. Typically, we recommend you sign up as a preferred client. You would be directly under
oh yeah, that's my my out of town guests that were here that were supposed to stay, and then that she finally I had tagged them when we first started, so I was hoping they would see the tag eventually and pop on.
Well, you'll get the end now, and then you can go back and watch it from the beginning.
Yeah, because it's gonna still be there.
So basically, a preferred client is how we recommend people sign up. The nice thing about a preferred client is it kind of works like Sam's Club or Costco, where you sign up for your fee. It's only $20 instead of like $100 or whatever Sam's and Costco is now. But it's like $20, and then you get 20% off for the year. You'll get your own numbers. You can go in and order as you need it. You can set up auto ship, all that sort of. Hello, Lala.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Chriselle?
It's a pretty name. So we always recommend that. The beautiful thing is like, let's say you do want to do just the entire Arbonne Helping Living, which I can promise what most people do is make it part of their grocery list for the month, is how it is, because your grocery list will, all of your groceries, including Arbonne, will be less than what you would normally spend. It just will be. You're just not going to be eating near as much food. So let's say you want to get the whole set. Well, then you get 40% off instead of 20%. Plus your first order, once you hit $150, you'll get that 20% off. Plus you get a free $50 gift. If you get the whole
I got mine.
There you go. And if you get the whole kit, then you get free shipping too, plus free shipping on your next order, plus what we call like preferred cash, or like Kohl's Cash, where we'll give you money towards your next order too. So let's say you're running low on detox teas, you can go ahead and just put your cash towards the detox tea that you want to get. So it's amazing. The preferred client to me is like the best, and you don't have to call and wait till she gets back to you to order it. You can just go out and order it yourself, or you can call you and order it. Either way, it doesn't matter. But the great thing about October, they always kind of do some special promotion in October. If you do hit the $150 mark, they will completely waive the $20 fee. So your $150 order will be $120 plus tax shipping. So that's cool. And they're also doing the same thing for consultants. Like, let's say, hey, I totally get this. I want to be a wholesale buyer. I actually want to do this business with Miss Coach Lala. And so you sign up as a consultant.
And you can sign up as a consultant free for the whole month of October, which means if you place an order, say like you just buy some
Well,
shade.
you actually have to have a minimum order this month for it.
Okay, how much is the
So
minimum
you
order?
have to have $500 minimum order. But that's QB.
Okay.
So you get your 35% off of that.
Okay.
So, and that's to get the free $79. So like, let's say you pick out $500 worth of stuff, you'll get a free $100 gift. You get 35% off of that. I don't even know what that works out to be. 65 times 3. So it's going to be about $260, $280 to $300. It'd be about $300 plus tax and shipping.
Mm-hmm.
But they waive the $79 where that would be tacked on there.
Yeah.
And then you get the $100 free gift. So it's like when it comes down to it, it's going to be a much grander discount. Then when you do stuff like order the Arbonne, let's say you do the Arbonne 30, you'll get 50% off of that. So it's kind of nice to get that free $79. Not for everybody, but it's amazing. The super cool thing is, let's say you're doing it, you start showing a lot of difference, and people are like, holy cow, what are you doing? I'm doing the Arbonne 30. You should do it with me. Anybody you sign up, then you get a kickback on everything they buy. So, and like in this point in my business right now,
Hey, sis.
So like in my business right now, I even get a kickback on my own orders. So
I know. Man, I'm trying to get to that point. I want to get paid for buying my own stuff.
We'll get you a qualification. We'll get you there. But it's
I
awesome.
want my white Mercedes.
Don't we all? We need to go white out, right? You get a white Mercedes in this business. It's so cool. And we deserve one, I think.
Yes, we do.
Don't we? Mm-hmm. We look fabulous in one.
We look fabulous in white.
So anyways, we digress. But anyway, so that's kind of how you save with Arbonne. Of course, if you just want one thing like, protein shake or whatever, we really don't have any discount program for that. But I promise you, you'll obviously get great service. You get great shakes. And another beautiful thing about Arbonne, let's say you get the shakes, you're like, ew, these things are gross, which you won't. But let's say you do.
And you really won't, because them shakes are the bomb. You don't need to add nothing to them. That shake is so good.
You don't know water.
Just water.
Delicious. Coconut water is really good.
I put my coconut water in it.
Yeah.
It was so... I'm telling you, it took me all day to drink that little... And I usually use a full shaker. And I can usually finish that within like an hour. Yeah. It took me all day to drink that little bitty smoothie. And to me, it was little, but once I kept looking at it, and I'm like, dang, I still got half a thing left.
See, you'll love it. But let's say you don't, by some odd chance. Or let's say you get everything and you decide you don't like, I don't know, the greens or something. You don't want to keep the greens. Arbonne gives you 45 days. And here's my favorite part. It's Arbonne 30. It's 30 days to feeling fit. And you decide, oh, I don't really like it. So you got 45 days to return it. I don't know how they come up with that number. But
yeah.
It goes to say the integrity of the company, basically. They're just telling you, if you don't like it, we don't want you to keep it.
Yeah.
We don't want you to keep it. So that's kind of all I have.
Well, I know what. No,
it's a lot.
It's a lot, and I know we bombarded you guys with a lot of information. But the thing of it is that I have tried a lot of products over the last 5 years, trying to find that one thing that was gonna fix it for me. Because even after my surgery, I always felt like I was hungry. It got so bad to where I was almost suicidal. I was in tears on the floor, and my husband is like, babe, what can I do to help you? That's how desperate I was to control my cravings and my binging and my mindless eating. And since I've been using my detox tea, that kills my cravings right there first thing in the morning. Since I ran out every morning now again, the first thing I'm nauseous in the morning. Yep. Because I don't have my tea now. It keeps me clean. It keeps that nausea feeling, So I know the products work because I'm a skepticism, but I'm a skeptic type of person, but I do believe in trying things. And I've tried a lot of different stuff, and the Arbonne in a short period of time has shown results. if I can take pants that I haven't worn in 18 months and find bagginess in just 2 weeks, I'm not eating, I'm not snacking, I'm not hungry. Now, if I eat some popcorn, I go to work and grab me some popcorn, I'm not eating anything else. You know, because I'm not hungry. I would be able to eat that popcorn and still go get me a candy bar, go get me an ice cream cone at work, and I mean, I'm eating. I don't do that no more. I don't, and it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling, and I know I don't have no allergy reactions because I feel
good.
Girl, I was feeling myself today. I felt so empty right up in here. I danced all day in this living room. I got my workout in. I was sweating.
So good.
I felt so good today. Even with the pain in my hip, I felt so good because you know what I'm saying? I just woke up and I felt.
Well, and it helps heal things that are uncomfortable too over time. So, because
It's
your body's
amazing.
working optimally. When it works right, it's awesome.
It is. It's awesome. I believe in it. It's all pure. There's no junk in it. Miss Lala, Miss Cece, y'all the ones that doing that holistic. Y'all don't like a bunch of crap. And Lala, I know how picky you are about protein powder and all that. Girl, you need to try this. This is good. Yeah, it's good. You need to try it. It's really good. I think you would like it. I really do. And it would eliminate all that kale and stuff that you put and all the grassy stuff you be picking out our teeth. You wouldn't even have to do that with this because it's all right there. All of it is in there, and it keeps you full all day long.
It does.
All day long.
It does.
All day.
And it's good. It tastes
And
good.
it just tastes really good.
And if you want it, like you just really want it, you can put it in the shake and grind it up if you want to.
Yeah, but
you don't have to.
There's no need for it. There's no need for it.
No.
So I enjoy my smoothies much better without having to put that kale in it because it's so hard to grind that crap down.
Well, and sometimes people have a problem with their stomach with the kale too.
I think that kale, because I was going so strong. Me and Lala over there at our condo where we used to live together. I think that's ended me up in the hospital that year.
It could have.
Because we was going hard on that kale, girl. We was putting kale in everything, making kale chips, me and the babies. And girl, that kale, I don't even buy kale no more.
My kids will actually eat kale if I bake it.
My granddaughters like great kale chips. They do. So,
but I still don't do it very much. So, anyways.
So, ladies, thanks for dropping in for the webinar. I really appreciate it. Even you latecomers, I just appreciate you just showing up. I really do. It means the world to me because I found something that I do believe in. I don't believe in much, and most people will tell you that, but I believe in this. It's pure. It's all natural. If I can use the shampoo and the conditioner for my dog, and it's not going to hurt my dog, and everybody knows that I'm the crazy dog lady, oh yeah, I'm stuck. I'm not going nowhere. So, ladies, if you want to order some, even if it's just something small, if you want to sample, just let me know. I got $5 samples packets to send out. I got $10 sample packets to send out. So just let me know. Let's get you hooked up with some stuff. And Miss Robnell will go over your price list sometime in the next couple days. Thanks, ladies, for joining us. Good night. Woo!